You know how it goes. Okay. Sounds good.
Tap, 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 slap, slap, slap.
80, green 80.
Alright, we're on.
80, green 80.
You can go ahead and post it. Connor, you're good. Mute up. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Good luck. Jacob Collinsworth is crazy. You're gonna say, there's a guy.
Okay.
How
I was,
folks?
yeah.
I guess most people hopefully will watch Connor's stream instead of Jay's. Well, no shade, Jay, but we're talking in here and you're silent. We are gonna do some live commentary and see how this goes. We had a little bit of a false start with the jerseys, so they're getting the game started.
So you would say there was a flag on the play. Because that podcast is flag on the play.
Second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker the third. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. To throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10. 19 touch. Here we go. Check the Eagles. Ready up.
Now back to throw. And that's caught. Left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Hurt. Cougar 19. Check.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And the the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal.
It's the formation on the 1-yard line.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
You have to make him run. As crazy as that sounds, because those wide receivers like Buka, Mike Evans,
the Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
So we're at that point, full pads, half pads, even backups, we're in the playoffs, there's 18 weeks of football pads. We're feeling hurt. Wear and tear is probably up at this point.
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, alert, alert! 180!
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emeka Ibuka, 29 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action here on first down. Pass caught, Arroyo right side.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here we go. 65.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
19 shots, 19 strikes, 19 takes, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Let's go now.
And the Seahawks.
Cowboys,
First down.
three.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? 79 Grosser, hot 70, hot 70. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
No, he was probably just outside of there.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You know, it's taking a little longer to send in a play.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. In motion left is a running back. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. That's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not going to run the sidelines to wait for goal line. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Ken Walker with his second touchdown in its opening quarter. And the Seahawks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defense in front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
180! Hey, alert 33! Hurry, hurry! Pistol. What's up?
Now Mayfield. Yet again, targeted and finding Mark Andrews. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Like a perfect now use a guy moment.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up, up. Alert, 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 alert. Stop.
Mayfield now from the 50. It's caught by Mike Evans. There's some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 180. Hurry, hurry.
Yeah.
What's up?
First carry for Rashad White. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
180. Hurry. Run, run, run. What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Ibuka. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
It's GG. Go into GG.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st down, Seahawks.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Get it. 70, 50, 50. Go.
Back to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Left thing, 19.
They'll set up a throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Joe Fortson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Mayfield down. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
This is White on the screen. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Running out of the gun with White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mayfield going to switch things up here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry, hurry!
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
King, 180! Up, up! What's up?
Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
180! Regular! King! Hey, alert 33! Run! Done!
Here's Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and goal.
I don't know. It's really good. I don't really have a problem with the fight. Maybe you want to see one.
Set. 180!
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Patrick Ricard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 27-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Here we go. Set. Count. Left thing, 19.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the Seahawks first down.
Shot 50, shot 50. 19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going deep for Walker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They run straight ahead here with White. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They go play action. Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancovers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
To throw, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he is out of bounds.
Really. Wearing the depth shirt. Injuries or?
Get down to the 10. They're able to convert on
wear and tear,
that sets up a
apparently.
1st and goal.
But you can only put 3 in, or put 3 in the normal depth chart. You can put 4 in the game depth chart. So N'Keal Harry's not in. Fucking
defensive side. You've got to cover him too.
the other
That makes
guys.
things really difficult.
Hey, 130 first. Run. 180. Regular. What's up?
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
What's up?
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
180. Alert. What's up?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
180. Alert. What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point it right.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Start.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
That was good, yeah.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
18, right in. Nothing, 19.
2nd and 6. That'll be caught by Cup. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10.
What is Jake going to do?
On the counter, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Ready,
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on. 60 vices. Go.
They'll look to throw. And that was too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe.
Yep.
Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Wrong?
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. Didn't need a whole lot. Didn't get much more than that.
They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Touchdown, Jane. Longer than another pick.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth with Walker.
Get the stuff.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Oh, yes. So,
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now there's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yep.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up
I would say 90%.
as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now he's free at the 35. Nicole Hardman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 65 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the game there.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
70, step a look. Cowboy in.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Seven Pirates. Ready?
Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Run. 180. What's up?
Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Oh, no.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Oh, dude.
39 yards. And the Bucs are moving closer to a day now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
79.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll take this and run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's got Mason complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throw out wide to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's good.
they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline and watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:50 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
I wish you could make that the thumbnail of your video.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 and leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5.
I think it's a PC thing, so we can just post it like under. I'll post the podcast and we'll post the link. Or no, we'll post the picture then the link.
They'll
What
need
makes more
5 on this play to move the sticks.
Okay.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting
You don't score that?
inside the 20.
I could have scored that.
I know, you would saw him too, I saw him.
Third and final timeout.
No, I went down on
They'll be
purpose.
disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
No, okay.
180! What's up?
Game in hand.
Oh.
The offense takes the lead.
Yep. See you next week.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these
Or
playoffs.
tomorrow.
As we say thanks for watching and so long.
We are going trick-or-treating.
I heard you. Oh.
Okay. I was like, we're going trick-or-treating, obviously, because